Welcome to the Divine Living Talk Show. I'm your host, Gina DeVee, and this is your weekly self-care segment. You are 10 minutes away from mastering the art of being the queen in your life. So grab your coffee, your journal, your green juice, and let's get started. Welcome to the Divine Living Talk Show. I'm your host, Gina DeVee, and today we're talking about how spa treatments are scriptural. That's right. So I'm going to share with you where this all began for me. It was a long time ago when I was reading in the Bible the story of Esther. And I got to a certain chapter where it talked about how Esther went into the palace harem where she was treated with spa treatments and special foods. And I looked at this and I was like, for an entire year, by the way, and I was like, whoa. Well, anyways, long story short, the whole book of Esther became very alive to me. And I started running retreats about the Esther experience. And you'll need to check out some of my work on the story of Esther to go into that story further. But the point that I'm going to discuss here today is even from ancient Persia, people knew that treating women with spa treatments literally made them so much more feminine. It was a way to access that softness and that beauty that is so attractive in women. And I believe in modern times and in certain religious groups that it has just become this distorted thing. I mean, I grew up in a very conservative religious community where people were like, is it even Christian to get a massage? That's what was going on in a local radio station. And then other women are running around like, oh, I could never spend money on a massage. Like, that's just a luxury. So it's become this very polarizing, controversial subject when it really doesn't need to be. What I know for sure is that the jokes that we've made about going to the spa or getting your nails done, it's such a way to demean what really builds women up. And here's the proof that's in the pudding. When I first started teaching workshops about the Esther experience, it was this weekend where women would come and it brought the story of Esther alive in their lives. This seminar got sold out 6 months in advance. Women were showing up in droves. And you know why? Because they were finally given permission to experience spa treatments. In my weekend retreats, they got a massage and a manicure and a facial. And you saw these Christian women who historically weren't allowed to focus on their looks, or it was vain or not really considered a Christian or whatever the story was. But all of a sudden, when it was scriptural and from the book of Esther, permission granted. And the more that I have gone about my work in wider circles, I see how much women deprive themselves of the things that actually have us get restored and into our softness and our truth. You know, it was interesting as I've had the idea to film this talk show, me and my team, we've been busy, so you better be enjoying it. And I knew that there were going to be a number of filming days, and I went and booked a massage in between, one of our days off. And even me, I went, on that, I was like, why did I do that? Like, I don't have time for a massage tonight. I need to do this, that, or the other. And when the masseuse came to the home, and it's like I couldn't cancel her because it was like, by the time I realized I didn't have time for it, it was like 30 minutes before. So like, fine. I go and I get this 90-minute massage, and it was divine. This is not my first massage, but it's been my first in a while, I will say that. And it was such a reminder of what I wasn't conscious to in my body. Like, I wasn't feeling necessarily tense. And as she's finding the different areas, my body needed muscle relaxation. It actually was tense. So it was this 90-minute period to be so grateful for my body, for all that it does for me, while she's giving attention to areas that I wasn't even conscious to. And then it put me in such a relaxed state. I literally rolled off of the massage table and rolled right into bed and slept so deeply the rest of the night. And you deserve this. You work so hard and in ways that you don't even realize, and your body needs that break. So it's not about some luxury to be laughed at, or even a mentality like I used to have, like, oh, well, I'll get my nails done or get a massage if there's enough time or money left over. And what you can definitely do as a woman is prioritize yourself and your well-being. As important as it is for you to go for a walk or work out, as important as it is for you to eat really whole foods and organic foods, it is important that you take care of your well-being, and to whatever degree is important to you, your beauty. You don't need to say that this is just going to be something that's there if something's left over. If you prioritize it, you will make sure that the money is there and that the time is there for you to have your facial, to have your nails done, to get a pedicure, to whatever you do acupuncture, get a makeup lesson, get your hair blown out, whatever has you feeling soft and beautiful and taken care of. I mean, we all know how we feel with just even a simple blowout, and we're just like, yeah, baby, I'm going to save the world today. Like, we're just like, yeah, we're in our power. There's a reason why. I have never seen anybody feel worse after a blowout. Can I just get an amen? Or how about getting your nails done? You're like, yeah, I really ought to do this more often, right? That's what everyone says. And then when I see women show up at my events, pedicure free, or clearly haven't gotten a pedicure since like 1868, I want to be like, come on, girl. You're building your business. You're going for your dreams. You're traveling the world. Put yourself together and have some polish on those nails. It's just you giving yourself permission. It's one more way that you're giving yourself permission to be the queen in your life. And I know for me, this was a journey. It was a journey in wealth consciousness. It was a journey in femininity. It was a journey in declaring even to my own king what was important. At the beginning, he used to like grumble and growl about like, why do you have to spend so much money on clothes or hair or makeup or this or that? And then I would back off. I was like, oh yeah, I probably shouldn't. And then I was like, why do I spend so much money on that? Because I'm making that much money and I enjoy it and it's part of my brand. I choose to live on brand. Part of me living on brand is a glamorous look, because I am all about the glamorous. And part of me living on brand is being a queen and being soft and being in my femininity. And for me, when I get nails done, when I get a facial, when I take time to care about myself in that way, it has an impact in my work and how I show up with my team and just how I feel about myself as a woman. So what I had to do to get us out of that rumble period, me and Glenn, I said, look, I don't want this to be a sticking point between the two of us. What I have decided is that this is now a business budget. Just as much as my Facebook ads are a priority, me and how I look and having money set aside for clothes and beauty treatments and spa treatments, it is that much of a necessity. And you should have seen the look on his face. And there is not a more supportive man in the world. He was like, huh? I got it within me. I made it a non-negotiable. So now my team knows that I have a regular nail appointment. I get my toes done. There's a spray tan that happens because we don't want to see this pasty white skin too often. I don't do the lashes anymore. Tried that. It's too much maintenance for me. But the point is, I let myself play with being a woman. I give myself permission with both time and money to glam it up, and I let the spa treatments literally be scriptural. You get to decide for you what's important to you. And if you have been depriving yourself of experiencing what's a eucalyptus wrap feel like, I highly recommend you try it out. It's one 90-minute treatment that I've certainly enjoyed. There's all kinds of ways for you to treat your body really well. You'll understand that these are natural ways that are just going to boost your immune system, help you sleep better, but it's also how you feel about yourself. So I think that in modern times, not all modern women, especially in our community that are deep and soulful and spiritual and meaningful, we've kind of sloughed this off like, oh, that's just for the materialistic women in the world. Let me tell you something. Those materialistic women that you want to judge, they got something to teach our tribe, and it's called taking care of yourself in a way that you feel great. I know you're taking care of yourself on the inside. Don't make it wrong to take care of yourself on the outside as well. So I want to see what spa treatments you're going to be booking for yourself. You know that it can be an at-home spa treatment, an out-of-town spa treatment. Leave a note in the comments. I'm super excited to see what your favorite wraps and facials and nail colors are and all that good stuff. And please forward this episode to a friend that needs to get herself a pedicure as well.